We have a 2004 Econoline van here. We're going to use the in-the-door tools on this opening. As we saw in our book, there's a couple of different methods we can use. Tool number 26, or we can use tool number 47. The first method was for 26. So I normally will start with the first method suggested in the book, and if that doesn't work, then I'll move on to the second one. But this is a typical button type door lock. You just push the button down to lock the door, pull the button up to unlock it. So our objective is to go inside the door and come up underneath that button to pull it up. Now the way we do that, always be careful with the rubber protecting the window, the sill. Use a plastic or something that's not going to damage any part of the car. Put that down inside to protect your weather stripping. And then put the wedge in behind that. Now we're going to need a little bit of a gap there to get this tool in. So we have enough of a gap in here probably to get this tool in. And we go in, and you kind of want to have this piece lined up as much as possible with where that button is. This is the piece I'm going to use to try to come up underneath that button. So I want it lined up, and I just go down until I feel that I can turn it in. And I kind of have to imagine in my mind, I have to visualize where that is inside the door. And then I'm going to go directly as I can right towards that button. Now hopefully I'll be able to see the button move a little bit. I can feel it, and I can hear the tool hitting against the rod, but I don't actually see the button move yet. So I'm going to bring it back and try to adjust and go at a little bit of an angle. Okay, so I'm going to take the tool out. I'm going to try one more time with this. I'm going to reset my tool to eyeball it in and try to visualize it to where it needs to go over there. And then I'm going to try one more time. If that doesn't work, then we'll use the other one. Now you don't have to pull hard. One trick is not to pull or push hard on anything. When that button's ready to come up, it'll take very little pressure to bring it up, and so you don't want to ever pull hard. There could be wires in here that go to electric locks or whatever. There could be airbags in the door, so you always want to be gentle. Finesse your tools around in there until you see that button move. And like I say, when you're on it, it will take very little pressure. I think that's where beginners often make mistakes, is they use too much pressure on the tool. So just take your time, and there it is right there, just like that. Door's open. So be careful, get your tool back out. Try not to scratch their, if they have weather stripping or whatever, or they have a tint on the windows. Bring your tool back down close to where there's more space at, and again, very gently, just bring your tool up out of there, just like that. And that's how you would open that using the tool, the in-the-door tool. Okay, I'm going to open this van again, and I have the camera positioned on the other side of the van, so you can watch from the inside of the van as to what, you can't see a lot more, but it's just a different angle to see what's happening. We have a 2000 town car, and the recommendation on this car is that we try to open from the rear door on the passenger side. With this particular vehicle, we're going to go down, grab onto a rod, twist our wrench to to hook onto the rod and hold it and then slide it back. Now, one thing that's useful on many vehicles is to have a light similar to this here that you can put down inside the door to help see where the linkage rods are inside the door. And this is a very helpful tool, especially if it gets dark in the evening, whatever, in a garage like this. But even sometimes just outside, just to be able to have a light inside the door is helpful, even in daylight. So I'm going to use that this time. So to start, we do as before. Use a plastic putty knife or some type of plastic knife that you can get from any hardware store. Very gently run it down along in there and get a spot to put the to help protect that. As you put the wedge down, this will help protect this weather stripping. So that's the reason for that. Okay, I also want to put this light down. I know you won't be able to tell from the camera, but that lights up inside the door, and it's very helpful. I'm going to adjust my light. Right there. Okay, now lock the car. Use the inside the door tool, come right down beside the lock, and should be pretty easy to unlock it. We'll see what happens. What we'll do is, like normal, is we'll use our plastic putty knife to protect this weather strip with. This is a real tight weather strip. Get inside it. We're going to be just above the door handle. And we're going to put our wedge in. Take the tool, the inside the door tool that the book specified. We're going to come right down in there. Okay, now we're going to open a 1997 Ford Aspire, again using the in the door tool. Okay, there we have it. Here is a 2007 Prius. Most of the Priuses from about 2004 up through 2007, 2008, I would approach them by using the long reach tool going through the top of the door right here. And whenever you do this on any car, you want to be extremely careful not to scratch anything. You know, as careful as you can. But I mean, it is possible that there'll be a slight scratch. But we take our door jack, insert our door jack, and just I usually go towards the top right here, and then I bring the airbag. Make sure the airbag is as flat as possible, and just slide that through the door like so. And then we're going to air that up. At the same time, I'm going to put a little pressure with my jack, not a lot, just very, very carefully, and try to separate that out. You can see it's coming out. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the top up here and get a little pressure up here at the top. Not much pressure, very careful, very careful. All I need is a slight hole. I want it big enough that I don't scratch the car. That looks like that might do it right there. I'm going to go just a little more. And then I'm going to put my long reach tool through this little hole we made, go down and touch the unlock button on the door and open the car. So we're going to move the camera now to the other side of the car, and hopefully we can see the long reach tool go down and do that. Okay, we got a 2007 Dodge Dakota pickup here. It's got the keys locked inside. We're going to use the same technique as on some other cars. Use the long reach tool to try to unlock this. We'll use the door jack. I'm going to try to come down more from the top with my long reach tool, and so I'm going to place the airbag right in here. Okay, you have to get that airbag in there good. This is a real tight fit on this one, so you saw it took a little bit of work to get it in there. Make sure that airbag's all the way through, and you can see it on the other side. Look in there and see that. Go ahead and begin to air it up. Use your jack to help a little bit. Bring the door out at the same time. Okay, we're going to try that and see if the tool will go through that opening here. Again, I'm going way up high here with this to come in. Okay, now the tool's inside. So again, we'll move the camera to the other side of the truck, so hopefully you'll be able to see through the window as we push the button and unlock it. Okay, this is a 95 Chevy Astro van. We're going to use a long reach tool to either there's two ways to get into this van with the long reach tool. There's a button we can push to unlock the doors, or there's a lever that can be pulled up. So we'll do whichever one we find is the easiest as we get our long reach tool in there. Okay, so I have the tool inside the car now. We're going to move the camera to the other side so you can see how we unlock the car. Like that. That's how you use that long reach tool to grab that button. Please take just a moment to like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.